So this is Brian Sanchez's birthday. Dante has quirks and he ticks. Yeah, but he's brilliant and he's a really nice guy. So these are just kind of sort of things that function.
Mm-hmm. This is interesting.
I know. I got so many I'll just give you a couple minutes to look over. Okay, you're about to read it.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Okay, Brian has just been given 5 rules on how to deal with Mr. Wilson. He's got all of them. The rules are, number 1, you must put your hands on your head whenever you speak to Mr. Wilson. Number 2, you must insert Mr. Wilson's first name Dante into each sentence, preferably more than once. Number 3, you must slap the desk every time Mr. Wilson says I. Number 4, when Mr. Wilson says, right on, you must walk around the desk. Number 5, when Mr. Wilson starts to have a petty attack, you must sing and outline. Okay, those are the rules. That's all right.
Peter? Hey, Peter. Peter!
Hey, Ross.
Hey.
Hey.
Unmute my sound or whatever.
Okay.
This podcast, that thing I was telling you about, that's good.
The what?
I'm going to play a podcast about computer business, so I'll mute my sound.
Okay.
The hell is that over there?
My paper shredder.
The hell do you need a paper shredder?
Just to get rid of my banking papers and stuff like that.
Jesus.
That's so much shit, Ross. It's like never ending getting rid of it.
Okay. Okay, show me 3%. I'll show you 3.
Okay.
Actually, I could use 3 warm up. I use 3 warm up or something. Jesus Christ. Okay, that didn't count.
Three warm up and then 3 for the middle.
Yeah, you throwing 3?
3 warm up and then 3 for the middle.
Yeah, so you want me to take 3 warm up?
Yeah, I did. I took 3.
Okay, well then you just, then you take your 3 warm up.
Okay, I'm done.
You done?
Yeah, you want 3 for the middle now?
I want 3 warm up now. No, yeah, go ahead, 3 for the middle.
Okay. Green, green. Miss.
Okay, great. All right. And 3 warm up. I'm kidding. Got it? I wasn't shooting there. Okay, here I go. All right. Did you get a green first start?
I got green, green, yeah.
Okay, then I'll keep shooting. Okay, I didn't get anything, Peter.
I could tell I was watching you.
Hey, go ahead. All right, here we go. Okay, Ross, shoot first. Just kidding.
Yeah, I know. Okay, good luck, Ross. Shoot well.
Yeah, you can't hear my sound, right?
Okay.
Yes, traveled quite a bit. So, luckily, I'm finally back because I've been gone for like, 7, I think, the last 8 weeks or so. So we haven't even get a good podcast in 2 months, and now we got to catch up.
It does. Is my sound bugging you?
Oh,
Yeah, it's really not that we could have done it.
I heard no, right?
Traveling in Spain, that's the money in forensics case, and so I was gone for the better part of a month.
What the hell was that?
Yeah, it's what is that part of the curtain note that a lot of times not only do I fix and repair the drives, but a lot of cases I got to do the same content, and that's the part about those.
It slipped out of my hand.
So, another capacity that I
Wasn't even supposed to go, so.
I'm just trying to figure out how to make money. That's all of my whole thing. So I had a
41.
that I had some investigative components that made their way to Spain. I had to go to Spain. Here, so the results are different, and preparing for is different, and trying to go through all this, of course, we're traveling, taking trains, going through this courses and itself. So, well, the first thing is they're under a Napoleonic system. So, whereas here we have, a judge and a jury, and we have some people who are right, not from that perspective. There, they don't have a jury, so it's really just a judge, and again, the judge is the jury and the executioner, so he pretty much decides everything. They don't have, you don't agree with his findings or whatever else, you're going to have to fight it through the court system as opposed to find like a jury to provide trial. So, yeah, it's kind of my question is that, it seems very, to me, and this kind of seems different compared to our court system and how complex our court system is, because apparently it is, very complex.
40.
It seems like there's a lot of different options, a lot of ways to make your arguments to do things. It's pretty much, hey, look, this is the way it is. If you don't like it, well, it's too bad. Here we are in Spain. And, one of the other complications I had is that I don't speak Spanish, so I don't speak their side. They don't speak any. I mean, I speak English. So,
My flight.
we had to have a translator as well. And the translator, in a technical case, is very difficult.
Changing my flights. They're
Talk to the guy, and he's perfectly fine. And then, of course, I got to make a statement that is about forensics. I imaged the drives. I looked at the forensics toolkit, blah, blah, blah. Like, I completely messed everybody up. The second that I mentioned, and you have these good technology stuff, they had the words. And then it was kind of funny, really, when you're kind of good. It's like, we backed up, instead of the normal attacks I would usually get them in person, or what is your experience, and what are your certifications and things like that. It was pretty much along the lines of what is the server, where is the hard drive, things like that.
43.
What is an image? And some of the things that didn't have words didn't match. Right? I guess, like we have unallocated space on a hard drive. So typically we're talking about unallocated space, we're talking about the space that's free on the drive. The free space that doesn't have files that are currently owned by the file system but may have previously existed. So they didn't understand the word unallocated. So I swear that I think that was like 5 or 10 minutes of testimony. Okay.
25.
Well, there is apparently English translators. I mean, in English, the guy spoke English perfect. He taught English in school, so he spoke English, great. And so we're talking to him all the time. That was part of our testimony, which was different. I had to have a conversation of the court with the people.
100.
I'm sure that's like we're working hard to understand that. And we're from like, well, I gotta say, yeah, I didn't see a lot of tech. A lot of tech to be had there. See, I mean, there was something for those times. I mean, that's like, hey, you take off month in August just to party and you know, whatever. And
26.
New York, and they have like weeks, like 32-hour weeks, 40 hours. So, you know, they don't have dinner. I didn't see a lot of tech, but it wasn't really like, you know, there's a couple of computer stores, maybe a couple of phone stores, and I had a lot of difficulty buying phones there, I'll tell you. So, I don't know what to tell you. There was not a lot of tech, and like I said, it happened race later. There aren't a couple of cases there, but I can tell you. This was like the
41.
even now, I don't think the judges really understand a lot about what I talk about, but they understand the words and where we're going with this. And I didn't get that impression really from the courts involved there that they that had any idea or understanding in regards to what that is, what the evidence is. I mean, they're I don't know. It's kind of so, you know, one of the things that came back.
74.
First start, Ross.
How the evidence or not, my understanding. So
Who's that?
too far out there than that until October. So ultimately, there was this kind of finding that regardless of what the evidence said, or the email, because those things came from the people there.
45.
Regardless of what it is. So even if you have, you know, it seemed like, oh, I have an email and it says I killed Jeff. That evidence is not because that person has the right to privacy. And so that's, you do have some who care, obviously, in America where that's the case, but ownership is a big portion of it, and you know, you're trying to understand what those people right there was much different, but you know, to have all this evidence that actually does like
26.
and it may be cool in this case that they have the right to privacy there. We don't really see here in the same way. Like, again, I've had cases for right to privacy and it's like, oh, I'm talking to my doctor for, you know, having a conversation with my banker or something like that. But it was much different there, and it was scary. Actually, they spent a lot of time at the beginning trying to say, if you lie, we have to prison. And they were very
60.
we don't have that here. They do make you swear, but they try to make sure that I understood what that meant. You know, the lawyer won't do. Okay. Right. What up here? Right. Yeah, so, well, it seems that there seems to be a bias by default. Like here in the United States, even though you're paid by one side, the other
41.
You're still supposedly not biased. That's being not biased. You're looking at the evidence, and I do everything I can. I don't, you know, my feeling is I don't care which side of the case I'm on. I'm here to tell the truth. And if you did it, you didn't do it, then I'm going to say that to you. And if it hurts my phone, it hurts my phone, and that's too bad. That's I already got my mind, so.
That's where you should be.
26.
But there, if you're paid by your side, then you're paid by its opinion. And so you already, this whole idea that what you're about to say is not beneficial to both sides. So anyway, so that was my direction. I've been not deciding trying to do the whole thing.
You want it? Yeah, I mean, so I'm out there myself.
41.
Yeah, I went to Spain, France, then I went to London, and then I went to Scotland. So I kind of made my way all the way up. And it's beautiful, I guess, Scotland.
Is it really? You know, you have people from there.
And there was the fact that where you go, I barely thought you were
60.
shocked at this iPad that I met with me.
Are you serious?
Yeah, like wow, an iPad, wow. That's awesome. Or well, I was in France, they're like, man, you're going to like me.
Yeah.
Because I'm obviously later there, but there was some time you didn't have it at all.
18.
But before I had it shipped to me, so I could use it anyway because in Europe it had been locked to use it, and so I didn't have it on me. I actually used an iPhone 1 that I had
What do we got here?
there. I'm just saying.
62.
Actually, there is quite a bit of, I think it's not violent crap left. It's basically that, they apparently are really good at pickpocketing and doing things. We did hear stories about the people that try and
Good night.
trains, Sunday deck trains overnight.
Thanks, Ross.
Some of the people were being gassed in their room. So someone would, slide a gas bomb or something underneath the door. And then they would come out and they would sleep all night through. Someone would come in and drop cable. Well, there isn't one. There was an English translator. I mean, in English, the guy was English perfect. He taught English in school, so he spoke English, great. And no problem talking about the whole time.
60.
Redford.
I had to have a conversation in front of the court with the translator to prove that we could both speak the same language.
What do you want, cat? Jeez.
Well, I gotta tell ya, I didn't see a lot of tech. There wasn't a lot of tech to be had there. See, I mean, there was something people talking to me like
81.
Party and whatever, and they ended. Nobody worked, and they got like 30 hours a week, then 40 hours, so they don't have dinner.
Yeah, good
I
vibes,
didn't
Vince.
see a lot of tech, but it wasn't really like there's a couple of computer stores, and maybe a couple of phone stores, and I had a lot of difficulty finding phone there, I'll tell you. So I don't know what to tell you, but not on the tech and
20.
Even now, I don't think the judges really understand a lot about what I talk about, but they understand the word and where we're going with it. And I didn't know that person really.
40.
They know I had any idea or
Need a new dartboard.
what that is, what the evidence is. I mean, they're. I don't know. It's kind of so. One of the things that came back, and this case is done, and you want to the judge has to actually decide whether or not he's going to allow the evidence or not.
Hey, Peter, I must need a board because the points on these darts are brand new.
Oh, yeah?
Fucking falling down, they fucking started.
Regardless of what the evidence said, where this email that this thing came from, the people there have a right to privacy regardless.
60.
Even if you have, it seems like, I have an email that said I killed Jeff. That evidence is not acceptable because that person has the right to privacy. And so we do have some here, I believe, America, where that's the case, but ownership is a big portion of it, and they're trying to understand what those people
Shit.
much different, but that helps evidence that actually does all these things that happen. And so basically, get feedback that it may be indivisible just because they have the right to privacy there. We don't really see here.
94.
In the same way. But again, I've had cases where credit privacy counsel, like talking to my doctor or, having a conversation with my banker or something about that. It was much different there and a little scary but they spent a lot of time at the beginning trying to say, if you lie, we have prison. And so they were very, not that we don't have that here, they do make us
60.
Oh, God, dude. These darts.
The other side
36.
My feeling is I don't care which side of the game I'm on. I'm here to tell the truth, right? And I'm going to say that too. And if it hurts my feelings, it hurts my feelings. That's too bad. That's I already got my mind. So that's weird. So it doesn't matter. That's what it's supposed to be. But there, give or take by.
Yeah, Peter, bullseye.
The darts for us.
Yeah. Hey, we got 3 viewers. Yeah, bullseye.
Game shot and the first leg.
Oh, what a fucking open.
24. Sixty. Sixty. $24.
Actually, there is quite a bit of, I think it's not violent around them. It's basically that, they apparently are really good at pickpocketing and doing things. We did hear stories about the people that try and travel on the trains when you take the train overnight. That there were, some of the people were being gassed in their room. So some of them would, slide gas.
43.
Underneath the door, and the air would not come out, and they would sleep all night through. So one would come in wrong. So we had a couple of things like that. And then you had some people in the
That sounds interesting, man. Good job.
yeah, me too.
What are we going to talk about this week?
Well, we had lots of things that are just not coming around the corner. I saw, a recent post that CA is going to get the
77.
Somebody need to have a 6-degree when we're over here. So again, we're going to carry forward because they submitted a path for that years ago. I talked about it in one of my first steps on talk about it. And so now they're finally moving forward on it, I guess. And it's kind of scary. We can talk about that. We have DEFCON. We have DEFCON.
60.
But nothing really unusual from the standpoint of drives. I'm seeing more and more booster digitals and different types of Western digitals from Seagates that are coming in with failures. But there has been a lot of unusual things other than changing the generation of drives nowadays. They still fundamentally look the same. We do have Seagate drives that now have
60.
to the board itself. You now have 4 gigs of NAND in combination with a hybrid drive.
Just never did with that. Because I saw her guy or something about an article about something. Yeah, that's an official hybrid drive. How many gigs are they putting on these guys?
Well, it was only 4 gigs on the.
You're gonna try and get me back for that, eh?
What?
You're gonna try and get me back now on the bullseye there.
Standard way, and then have the actual NAND with its controller. Very
17.
Controller is your CPU, and it doesn't have to be the driver. On the Z8 ones, there's no additional driver needed, like the old hybrid drive we previously had. People were always talking about, like, when Vista came out, just old hybrid drives. And it's
There we go.
Oh, get out of here. Took you 3 darts. See, the 3 darts are going to hurt your average there. If you had done it in 1 dart, you'd have been sick pretty.
So that works.
I wanted to ensure my victory.
Processor, but here today is nothing here showing up as a separate device. I don't have to get back to right now yet. Or see the one just now coming out. Maybe hit the so select that one out. I'll actually be trying it out and see myself. I can see the obvious problems that I already have. It's going to get the same thing with USB today or every because it's something bad happens to the board. You're going to be trying to take the deal off and then try to process the chip and then try to enter.
61.
So it's going to be another deal. The deal with it.
It sounds complicated. I'm not going to do these drives, but getting speed and an SSD, probably not going to get much SSD, right?
Well, see, I don't really agree with that thought process from that standpoint because first thing is you only have 4 gigs of RAM. So, maybe if your OS installs maybe
100.
That's awesome.
over here on the disk instead of the cache memory that's the process. So that would be a small increase in speed or performance by having 4 gig, but 4 gig being a very good component of disk. The 64 gigs, you have this major component over here, and you only store your bit. So on the spinning platters, that might make more sense to me. But I see the same failure with this small. It's only rudimentary. It's only this in between state. There's nothing that's going to be very full featured. That's going to touch your mind very long. But we can think about that.
45.
I'm pretty sure that that's what the current consultant I'll double check to make sure of it.
Okay, so I don't have a lot on there. I saw it exactly. But I thought it was 16. I might be talking about that. But I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying about the cache memory and maybe not that much of a speed difference.
So you get it says right here. So you get compared the 7200 RPM for about the 4 gigs of RAM, and it's and so
3.
well, data is actually a mathematical calculation. It's like data is cool, and so there are mathematical functions on how a grid actually is working inside the drive. So both of the types of chips that we're doing that are taken in normal since 1984, they were both designed by the same guy who worked at the Shiba. Dr. mentioned Fushi. I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but he worked at the Shiba.
41.
This particular language. Yeah. Now, what ended up happening is, which was a very high speed read at the time. It could read very fast at a very slow write cycle, and it could only write up to like 10 times. It was like a kind of situation where you could write into it, but in the process of writing to it, you do major physical damage to the device. So after you exceed, say, 10 or 12 times, you could actually destroy the device. So it was great for things like biases and items on your computer where you might only update them 10 times. And over the left one, dismantle the device itself.
41.
Very robust for rewritable devices. So NAND is actually the other one that existed that we didn't actually start getting into, USB drives and stuff like that so much later, but we did use them in between more for the biases and using flash on our motherboards and small capacities for rewritable content to make it last longer. Yes, flash is NAND's nickname is flash. And the reason that it's called that is that there's this process of where you store electrons in
41.
in this gate. You have to make in order to release the electrons, you have to drain the gate. So you're allowing electrons to escape. And apparently in the process is when he was actually working on this and building this device, a friend of his was working with him. When they open the gate and it lets the electrons out, it flashes. And he said, hey, that looks like a camera flash. So
Thanks,
there,
guys.
that's where
the name Flash supposedly came from and has stuck over all this time.
60.
Tremendously interesting. So it's all based on the camera flash of a Kodak camera or something, or a Polaroid camera or something. But ultimately, that's where the name came from, and it stuck, and that's what they continue to use it. Now, ultimately, this guy who designed it didn't really make any money. He just worked a regular job, and so he was a little when they start selling, making billions of dollars, and there's this industry that makes billions. And so sometime here in the last 6 months or so, Toshiba tried to get more money for his creation and development, saying he had not been paid, even though he had been an employee of the company and his idea was owned by them. He did win $750,000.
That's it?
Yeah.
That's easy. Oh man, too bad.
Yeah. Well, you're an employee of another company and they own your ideas and they own your development. They're paying for your cycle and the whole thing. Many of us have signed up for that before. So you don't own your stuff. And sure, it became this big billion-dollar industry kind of thing, but ultimately, I guess you can use this money to continue on and try to.
Yes, but as a company, one would reward something that such a great discovery. Even though maybe it's not in the contract, one would think that as a businessman, okay, let's just give this guy a lot of money. He can do pat on the head. You know what I mean? Do more good stuff.
Yeah.
But I guess not.
Well, I mean, he's already been gone from the company, I think. I don't think he's still there. He's gone off and started his own company and done, and continued on as opposed to continuing to work there, I guess.
Apparently my score doesn't work now.
So,
Interesting. So that's the new hybrid drive.
Right,
Let's just
type
see
it in.
it come out. Are there any of the other names?
42.
I really haven't seen, other than completely being NAND devices, because now 250 gigs, NAND devices or flash devices are available as drives for $700 or so. So, as time goes on, I really think it's just the Seagate trying to stay in the game.
Yeah.
Because as it continues to move over in this way, and 52% of all sales of computers now have moved to laptops, the laptops are basically taking over. And my prediction still is that by 2012, every laptop manufacturer is going to primarily be offering NAND devices because I still don't feel like people who carry laptops care much about how much space they carry. And I'm sure I will get some arguments from people that say, otherwise. But right now, I see that the main laptop Macs. So whenever you're dealing with a Mac, a lot of times you do have to turn off disk arbitration, and that's what this function is called, is disk arbitration. And so Windows has this ability to do it, but when you go back and you're dealing with older versions like XP, you may have some other complications involved with that, where it's not as robust or as thorough as it might be in Windows 7 or even Vista at the same point. And so again, it might just be habit at this point that I'm dealing with things that would always guarantee it, rather than somebody else's system that might be on or off, or somebody played with the command line to readjust that at some point. But that, if you're in control of your system, you want to do the same thing and you want to make it quick and easy, then this is also a solution that would actually stop the particular problem we were describing with, you partially recover your drive or something else happens and we had to change 558 to 55.
And I gotta get new batteries or
stop
something,
it
but I'll just
for mounting the system. So it's a perfect solution.
28.
As long as you make sure
28.
else modifies your system.
Right. Okay. No. Good. Yeah. Good to know. It's nice to have all these, all these tools that you can use for, depending on the situation. Cool. All right. So let's see. We have, and this is from.
Fuck me.
Oh, this is from Door to Door Heating. He said, he put in an email. He said,
Changing my batteries.
Spyware over here. This was the register. And we're going to talk about that in a minute, but I want to get to one other email that kind of talks about the same thing. So, there was an article we sent me on NSA spyware and hard drives. I can talk about that in just a second. And then, so I've got another email here from Courtney, and it says, "Hi, I love the show. It's great hearing you both discuss net recovery and forensics topics. Listening to the show is even better after having done Scott's course in Australia last year. I would love to hear Scott's thoughts on the recent announcement about hard drive firmware hacking. Also, what ideas
61.
how the industry might overcome the issue of self-encrypting drives without the IPS 128.2. No idea what that means. Your work, and this is from Courtney. Thank you, Courtney, for the email.
And thank you for taking my class. I appreciate you attending it.
It's the wrong shot anyway.
Obviously, the
Should have gone 19
the,
first.
I'll address, at least that from this standpoint. There's nothing currently we're easily going to be able to do once they're in the game. So in these particular ones, what you're talking about is the situation where the TPM come up with just a trusted platform management platform.
Alright, changing the batteries again.
By which your hard drive can actually be encrypted by commands being sent to it or encrypted in line all the time. Pretty much no real options for us at this point to get around this problem. It's a standard that was developed for military encryption, military-based encryption. It's going to be extremely difficult to deal with it from a recovery standpoint. And only you're going to have if somebody finds a flaw in the system, and then that flaw can be exploited on everything that already previously existed before they fixed it. That's our only real option.
30.
5 years down the road, somebody can algorithm, and rather than cracking or forcing something, they're able to exploit this flaw and then gain access to whatever was already encrypted. But this one is a built-in hardware encryption platform that was meant to be secure. And there are some that can encrypt specific sectors. So you can actually say this partition.
Go, Ross. Come on.
Yeah, I know. Well, I've got another pack of batteries
here, and we will have a different encryption capability for Susie's partition. And each person can actually have an encrypted partition that's enabled. There is software.
Hey, hang on. I just found the new pack, so I'm putting these in here. I know it's an annoyance, but it's just
so open drives, things like that.
Let me ask you this: is this something that could be a piece of malware or something could attack and turn this on? Kind of lock you out of your stuff, or is this something
can't
you
see
have
there
to
being a
have
problem now.
access
So
to the hard drive?
So
I got it.
Physical access
There you go.
means nothing if the software can communicate with the commands that the provider has.
Game shot and the first
You
leg.
come up with a CA self-encrypted drive, and these are the commands they have to tell the people who are writing the software, because there's like 10, 12, 15 vendors that sell the software from the commercial side. So you could buy the software that you want to purchase, and use that from the management side to say these laptops are going to be encrypted, or this one's encrypted for Bob or Susie. So at least from that standpoint, they have to have some sort of developer network. They have to have some developer process, and then be able to tell them what these commands are. Once these commands are known, and this is coming, this is even going to hit us in that NSA thing. Once these commands are known and they're published and they're available, then
41.
device bypassing these commands. And so then you're talking to firmware internally, and it even has its own storage and has its own ability to do things that are beyond the scope of what we would have considered normal for our drives or malware or any of the other stuff that would live in the file system or the operating system. So we are kind of leaving that scope and moving into a situation where, sure, things could happen, and you have no
60.
and then you also have difficulty even being able to tell that it had occurred.
Oh, it does not sound like a good scenario for anybody working on these things or actually even using them. So
Well, from the using side, that's the real difficult side, right? Because the people like me who are doing this from a data recovery perspective,
45.
we deal with firmware all the time. It's a normal process. We have special tools to deal with firmware. The PC3000 being one of the highest end tools out there to deal with, and I know it's a weird name, and people probably have heard me say it before, but Ace Laboratories in Russia makes this tool called PC3000, which has the ability to deal with firmware, copy firmware, modify firmware, write it back to the drive. And so they're talking through the same interfaces that we use while we're communicating. So in all of these situations, you know these commands, you can do these things. There's some complexity that's involved there when you're saying, well, now I have a piece of malware. I'm going to send a command to the drive. I'm going to write something to the drive. How do I communicate back out from the drive to the data or to the drive itself in order to store stuff access data or send it, because you're talking about a piece of hardware that's kind of like the BIOS on your computer, not EFI, because EFI is the new standard for being able to communicate with your computer through extensible firmware interface, and it has all kinds of features where it can actually communicate with the internet, it can communicate with cell services, things like that. Your BIOS, your basic input output, did not have those abilities, and it was very, very basic and just got the hardware started. But it didn't have the ability to say phone home or call out from the BIOS without some severe modifications or some other things that actually happen, because it's not a place where you can write code and you can have a little operating system that's running there. And that's the situation with hard drives, is you've got this one thing that's separated from the data. And so all these things, even when we're getting to the NSA stuff with the malware, all what they're doing is figuring out ways to apply commands that when you make something changes, you can tell that that command has now been applied, and we can write code back to your drive, or we can change sectors, or we can modify something on a ladder. But you've got to get your operating system to interact with that data at that point.
Now, is all, okay, so my basic understanding is very limited, but is all firmware rewritable from a standpoint, or some pieces of firmware locked down that nobody can basically rewrite anything in there?
Well, so different drive manufacturers do some slightly different things, and basically the general statement that I can make about that is there are different levels of content that are in the firmware that are critical to non-critical. And so some things may be the same chunk of data, the same chunk used across multiple drives in the system area, but there's always going to be a table or two tables or a handful of them that are unique per drive. And so
Good darts, Peter.
you can communicate.
Thanks, Ross.
You can back up
thanks, buddy.
where you can